Okay, let's go to the pre-stress side. This plant? This plant has been here about 35 years.
What do you use for your foam release?
Standard form oil. We use a product made by the Crescent Company, and it's a very high-end form release. And the reason we do it is because if you don't, you start sticking to the form and tearing it.
Yeah.
And at $50 a square foot, you don't want to tear it. That, before we built that building over there, we used to take that and put that over the top of the forms. We have two 350-foot long forms in the ground on that side. And that kept the rain off of them and everything else, but it made it like a tomb. So we built a building. This little building you see here is everything in the plant that's got an engine is fixed here. We're all self-contained. What was this called, folks?
Oh, I know.
Cribbing. I use dunnage. Cribbing is right. That's another term for it. Dunnage.
You can start doing like a point system where every time you answer a question, you get a point, you get a prize at the end of the day.
Yeah, stickers.
Stickers.
Somebody walks in with stickers all over them.
Yeah, I got an ankle. That works for her.
4. This area here is called a batch plant. What you're seeing right there is aggregate. Remember the parts of concrete.
Sand.
That bin over there is limestone aggregate. What's in the bin next to it? What else is in concrete?
Sand.
Sand. You see the tan stuff there? There's a sand. They have holes in the floor. And then what happens is a guy says, okay, I need sand. A loader will come over, push that pile over the door, run it up that conveyor, and it has what they call a weigh hopper. And you say, I need 600 pounds of sand. It'll weigh 600 pounds of sand and put it in the mixer. I need 500 pounds of aggregate. It'll put 500 pounds of aggregate. It all goes into that brown building there, and it has a big, huge mixer in there. And then what happens is after they get it all mixed, it's all computer controlled, and the computer says it's done. There's a gate that opens up on the bottom, and it fills up all these different trucks that we have that delivers them to the pouring beds.
And those trucks are like still mixing.
This is called a pouring truck. You see the bucket on the back over there? Hey, Hollywood. Good. Yourself? Yeah, see the bucket over there? That'll hold 2 yards of concrete, and the guy will take the lever that's on the side and pull the lever and open it up, and it'll fill the bed. It'll walk down the line, fill the bed. Keep just rocking that thing back and forth. The other truck will come and deliver more.
So no pump industry.
No. Remember I told you we recycle our water? The trucks come over to this little pond over here, and you see the different bins? They wash out all the trucks and everything else over here, and then when the water gets up to a certain height, it'll roll over to the next, and then keep rolling over, and once it gets to the very end, it'll be clear, and then that goes right back into the pond.
How long have you guys been recycling the water?
That's about 2 years now.
Okay.
We used to do just a one-stage thing.
What do you do with your backwash?
It goes into that area. Yeah, the backwash goes into each one of it goes into one of the bins and then just keeps recycling over it's got little portholes in there that keeps all the solids on one side, and then the clear water goes over here. Clear water is a misnomer. You wouldn't drink it, but you can use it to make concrete. Okay.
Do you have any use for the wind energy?
We tried to get a wind turbine here on the plant site, but you can't by law. You can't get it within 30 feet of a production facility. So that's why you see all the turbines over there. We gotta get the pre-stressing stuff done real fast because your food is here.
Oh.
All you're seeing here All you're seeing here is different types of forms for making beams that go underneath bridges. When you look up underneath a bridge and you see those those beams going in there, these are the forms that make them. Prestress Engineering is is the largest manufacturer of beams in the state of Illinois.
So this is where like all the government specifications come into play.
Yep. And as you can see, because we're in a downtime right now, we're in the process of building our beds back up.
Is this a corporation?
Yes.
Privately owned?
Yes. Watch your step. Yeah, it is nasty in here. What you're looking at is a pre-stressing bed. This thing, has anybody here seen or heard of the 355 extension that goes down to Route 80 from 55? There's a bridge there called the Des Plaines River Valley Bridge. It went over the IM Canal, the Des Plaines River, and the Illinois Shipping Canal. It's a protected wetland. And what they did is they put a pre-stressed bridge element over, there's over 680 beams on that job. Every one of them was manufactured here. The biggest beam is 10 feet tall by 178 feet long. Weighed 237,000 pounds. Was made in this form here. We take pre-stressing. Remember I told you the difference between precast, pre-stress. Pre-stress now has the wire in the concrete. We take pre-stressing strands, and on those particular beams they had 20 strands per beam. Stretch it all the way down to that end. And they have a bulkhead that sits down there and a cross piece that sits between these braces on the wall. This wall is designed to handle over 3 million pounds of stress. This wall goes into the ground about 18 feet. 18. And inside this is a series of I-beams and tube steel and things like that that are constantly bracing it, because we're pulling like this, the steel, and we're putting all the stresses right at this point in the concrete. And as you can see, it's held up pretty well, that you're not having cracking or anything else like that. 3 million pounds of stress it'll handle.
Now the cables or straps go this direction?
Correct.
So the compression and tension will be this direction?
Correct. Let's go to the next bed over, see a better look at that. This one is now set up for double T's for a parking deck that we're going to be starting to pour in a few months. Hopefully in a few weeks. Other plants will shut down. Right.